What is up, you guys? Welcome to episode 4 of Monday Motivational Mahogany. I'm so sorry there was not a video last week. I had some other priorities I had to take care of as far as school, and I did kind of wait a little bit late in the week to plan out my video, so I had to pick and choose which one I wanted to prioritize, which one needed to, come first. But I know y'all not judging me because y'all love me and I love y'all. But if you guys haven't watched the videos before this, y'all need to go tune in because y'all are late to the party. The link will be in the corner, as y'all already know, and as well as in the description box. So since our last conversation, I've been a little bit more productive. I went to the gym twice. I know that was like twice in 2 weeks. Yeah, but I really have went to the gym twice, the following week after the last video. Then this week I did not go to the gym at all. But I did record 2 weekly vlogs that I have to edit for you guys. I have 3 videos I need to edit for you guys, so that's gonna be one of my goals this week. These past 2 weeks I actually have been going out a little bit more. Like, my friends would ask me to go to the bars. I'll go to the bars after work. My friend had her birthday. I drove to go see her, spend time with her. And it could be like slightly irresponsible, but also I call it giving myself some grace. So that's what we're gonna roll with. That's better. That's not beating myself up. It's like, okay, you needed that, But right now I'm at the point where I want to sit down for a little second and do the things that I call self-care. I really need to really lock in and focus. And my goals this week will be to pass my upcoming exam. So I need to be doing my self-care, focus on mahogany by studying. And this week I can't go out. I can't go out. I can't go somewhere. I had fun last week. Can't have fun this week. Maybe I'll have fun again next week. So I want to do well on my exam. I want to edit 3 videos. I want to read for 15 minutes every night. And I'm excited because me and my friend, we actually are going to hold each other accountable for doing so. So I'll have somebody to help me out. Sometimes you just need a little friend to give you a push. If you can do stuff on your own, that's good. But sometimes you need that friend, So I'm pretty excited for this week. So as you all know, well, you might not all know because like I said, some of y'all are late to the party. But in my last video, I let you guys know that y'all can feel free and open, and if y'all want to reach out to me about topics you want to hear about, y'all can do so with no judgment. So one of our friends wanted to know what podcast I would recommend for teens to listen to if they are dealing with anxiety and depression, as well as some tips on those transitioning from high school to adulthood. So I had to do some research for you guys because when I was dealing with depression, I didn't resort to podcasts. It's not that I didn't know about them, but I don't think I was at that point in my life where let me just pull up a podcast and maybe this will help me out. I really just had to sit with what I was going through. But I did find some podcasts that I feel like would be helpful to you guys. Okay, so the first podcast that I want to talk about is the Know For Sure podcast. The episode Brittany reveals B. Simone's secret and Megan's battle with mental health. I haven't personally watched this video myself, but I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to take something from how Megan dealt with her mental health, and you can kind of learn from her. I think it's better when you're learning from older women. And if you're a guy watching this, I don't really know if guys watch my videos, but just learning from older people, because you never know, somebody may have dealt with the same experience as you. So it's easier to relate and to actually hear what they're saying. There was a time when I moved away from home. This is probably almost 2 years ago. I moved away from immediate family, and I had been away from friends for probably my close friends a year or so before that. And when I left, I was really going through depression. I wasn't close with my parents, and I also wasn't I was in a relationship, but he wasn't showing up for me how I needed him to show up for me. With all the stuff that I was going through, I needed more love from my person. So I'm not saying this to belittle anybody or nothing like that, because I'm over all of this now, but I felt like I was alone. And although I moved with family, it wasn't immediate family and stuff like that. So for some reason I still felt alone. I felt like the people that I needed in my life weren't really in my life, or the people that I needed to love me I wasn't getting that love from them, and like I said, all my friends were already long distance, so I really honestly felt like nobody coming to a new state, you know, a new environment. And I knew what I was feeling was real because I would talk about it like over and over and over and over with my friends. And although like I'm talking to my friends about how I feel, it was like really nothing they could do because I really feel like I needed somebody there to give me a hug. So I'm saying all this to say, because also like in our 20s, from teenager to 20s, we move, we relocate, we get apartments, we have to figure things out. And I know I'm not the only person that has felt alone. So I just wanted to like tell you guys that so we can relate on that topic. But I do have a podcast that I feel like will help when it comes to, this situation. Let's take a moment for drinking out of bottles with straws. This is kombucha. What is it? Kombucha is raw probiotics. Living probiotics. Get you some. Yeah. What's it called? Physical health. Yeah. I feel like I look real cute. Drinking out, this gonna be my new thing. Drinking out of bottles with a straw. We're gonna step into our bougie, feminine, girl energy. So the podcast that I found that I feel like would help me during this time was also from the Know For Sure podcast. It was called Temporary Discomfort for Permanent Growth and Mental, Physical, and Emotional Health Part 1 and 2. Neither of these have I watched. None of these have I watched myself. But by the title, you can kind of see what they're talking about. And I like the Know For Sure podcast. Also, if you want to watch, if you actually want to watch and really be able to engage with these people, the Know For Sure podcast, they actually upload on YouTube. So really, you can just search on YouTube. And B. Simone and Megan, they're really cool girls to watch. And they make you feel comfortable, and they're really transparent. There are actually a lot of episodes on the Know For Sure podcast that I feel like will help women or young women transfer or transition from teens to young adults. A lot of their podcasts are based around self-healing, moving forward, and how to deal with life in general. They're real raw, and they tell you about life experiences and not really just having a conversation with you without letting you know what they've been through themselves. You can't really teach somebody something if you're not really also putting them in your shoes so they can see, okay, she been in this situation and this is how she handled it, or this is how she got out, and I can do it too. Besides the podcast, I have a little advice of my own, which I don't know how helpful my advice will be because I'm going through this crazy 20 transitional era and trying to figure it out as well. But honestly, when I felt my lowest, what I've done was resorted to God in prayer. God listens to you if you talk to him, but praying and talking to God is something you have to do consistently. You can't just talk to him and get through things and then leave again and come back when you need to get through something else, which you can. He will accept you back, but if you don't stay consistent and then he helps you through something and then you stop because you've been through, you jumped across that hurdle, you stop talking to him, you will revert back to your ways and how you think and stuff like that. So it's better to stay consistent when you're talking to God in prayer, because once you stop talking, it's everything will fall apart again. We know that we need him, but it's just hard to get ourselves in those conversations, I feel like in your 20s, you absolutely have to give yourself some grace. Whether you go through a breakup, you get in a crash, you wreck your car, you ain't got your car no more, you lose a job, you lose friends, whatever it is, you have to understand that that's a part of life. The things we go through, they seem so bizarre, so crazy. We why is this happening to me? And it's hard for us to handle these situations because these are our first experiences for us. That's exactly what I wanted to say. When you transition from high school to your 20s, you're experience a lot of firsts. This is my first real breakup. This is my first time having to actually kind of move somewhere else, live on my own. This is my first time having to actually work for a car. This is my first time getting in a car wreck and I broke my leg. Like, you know, we go through so much stuff in our 20s that we have never experienced before, so it makes it like even harder for us. So in these situations where you're going through all this stuff, you have to remember that it's not really you, and life be lifing, like for real. But this also makes me think of my sister. Like my sister, she works her butt off and she takes care of home. And if she gets stressed about something, what she's gonna do, she'll be worried about it for a minute, but at the end of the day, life is gonna be life, and she'll just let things fall into place. And I really admire her for that, because like that is something that you have to learn in your 20s. Life is gonna life. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Like sometimes you have to be like, when things are going good, I used to think about, okay, things going too good right now. What's gonna happen wrong? You can't really think about that. You just gotta let life. Like, and that, if you don't, you're gonna stress yourself out. So there's another topic I want to talk about in today's video. What I originally planned to talk about. I want to talk about how it's time to walk in your purpose. So I got this message when I was reading my book. Go me, go me. I was reading a paragraph and it said, because here's another sneaky little truth about life. You can't be an important and life-changing presence for some people without also being a joke and embarrassment to someone else. So this rings true to me, because sometimes I feel like my videos aren't that great. These Monday motivation videos aren't that great because they don't get as much views compared to my other videos. But this is exactly right. Speaking to a few people may be my purpose, even if I only help one person out. This paragraph also read, the old saying goes that no matter where you go, there you are. Hello. No matter where you go, there you are. Well, the same is true for adversity and failure. No matter where you go, there's a 500-pound load of shit waiting for you, and that's perfectly fine. The point isn't to get away from the shit. The point is to find the shit you enjoy dealing with. Hello. This applies to me to be like confident myself in my videos, but I think this also brings us back to the conversation about our 20s. No matter where you go, it's a load of shit waiting for you. It's not you, it's life. Life is hard, period. So are you gonna handle the shit, or are you gonna let the shit handle you? So my motivational message for you guys today is to stay true to yourself. If there's something that's been weighing on your mind but you're too scared to start because you don't know what people think, it's time to start taking the steps to get you where you need to go. And if you guys never give yourself the opportunity, it'll always be a never. It'll always be a no. You never know what your video, your product, or your present might do for the next person. You may be the person that gets someone else through their day. So today's message was kind of short, but that's okay. Sometimes we need it short and sweet. That's pretty much going to be wrapping up today's video. Remember, if you guys want to reach out to me about some topics you want me to talk about, or something that's been weighing on you, my social media handles will be linked in the description, and you can reach me on any of them. 9 times out of 10, my phone is right beside me. But I really do hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys do everything that you say you're going to do for yourself. I hope you guys allow yourself some grace and be mindful and make some time for yourself to have fun in a world that would drive you crazy. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in. If this video was enjoyable to you, please share it with your friends if you feel comfortable or called to do so. If not, if you like this video, leave a like, and if you like me, subscribe so you can be my friend, my friend. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.